Hey guys, this is Victor, and please read my disclaimer. Today, I want to speak to you about Autism Solutions, bringing these gifted people into the fold. And yes, it can be done. Now, I'm actually going to be starting up a working group Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. At least that's what I'm looking at right now. That's pretty much set. I'm going to start that immediately. I also have a forum set up. You can get to the forum at this URL. So if you can't attend these meetings, you can put questions into the forums, find answers there. And then I can bring your questions into these working groups, into the working group Q&A session that I'll be doing. So I really want to explain in detail to people about autism and help the families and the autistic people recover, help improve their quality of life, etc. And yes, there are solutions that many of you don't know. And if I speak to 1,000 different people that have autistic children, I'm going to hear 1,000 different solutions of sorts, but really they tend to be very limited. And so I want to bring things together and help people get the best of the best. And the big thing here is that recovery is possible, and many people believe it is not. And so they've been conditioned to accept this, but it is possible. And once you realize that, it changes everything about education. So I'm going to bring some new educational resources to you. I'm going to bring some new activism into this area of Autism Solutions. And with that, I'm also going to bring some new tools for quality of life, because even during recovery, we still have to deal with quality of life for not just the autistic people, but for their caretakers, their family, their loved ones, etc. So, what you think about recovery affects all of these things. And I'm going to change the way you think by showing you some things that you may not understand. I'm not going to show you everything here. Like I said, there's going to be a working group and everything else, but your beliefs create your reality, and I'm going to change your beliefs with facts. So I'm going to show you there's a lot more help out there that you're just not aware of, right? Autism is not a disease. It is not genetic, and people do recover, right? And you might have people that are going to disagree, but these are actually the facts. It's about the toxins, and so you just got to get the toxins out. And I'll show you a lot of way to get the toxins out. Now, of course, genetic factors change the way a person responds to different things. So there's all kinds of things. It's all connected. You got to take a very holistic approach. So I'm not saying there's a magic pill, but I'm telling you there's a lot of magic out there that you just aren't aware of yet. And I'm going to introduce you to a lot of those things. And again, I need to emphasize everybody is different, and yet there are tools that will help everybody, tools that you are not aware of. And so I want to expose people to that. I have a lot of written and video guides out there on detox, a lot of different things. And you can see that already. If you go to the working group right now, I've already got links posted to videos on several different detox guides that'll outline products and all kinds of things like that. And when I say products, it doesn't mean that it has to be expensive, so don't worry about that. And you don't have to buy anything from me, including you don't have to buy my time. I'm putting out as much as I can for nothing, because the information is out there and knowledge is power. So again, the working group Q&A, I'm going to get that going probably Wednesday nights, probably 8 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be like a Q&A, but a working group. I want people to come and challenge me. If you have something that worked for you and you think it's better than what I have, or it fills a hole in my protocol, I want to know. So come challenge me, bring what you got, look at what I have, and let's get into conversation, okay? And again, the forum, you're going to notice that forum that I set up is actually on my Maha Rack website. And so there'll be links to all kinds of things there, articles. So there's a lot of resources right there on that site, but we'll focus on the forum to make it easy, give people a place to ask questions and get answers if they can't be in the working group, okay? So again, recovery, quality of life, I want to address a little bit now. This is something that usually is a very big focus, right? How to just maintain the best quality of life. And I'm going to just point out a couple of things that maybe people aren't aware of. And one tool I use is animal communication. I've got links to some videos. You'll see them below, actually, in the description. I would like you, if you get a chance, take a look at the videos from Anna Breytenbach. She's an animal communicator. She's got some wonderful documentaries out there. I also have some Q&A videos with her. And my point here is using animal communication to show you what is possible. I want to open up your mind to what is possible with autistic people. Some people may not be aware of the possibilities, and I'm not going to go into it here, so this is kind of like a tease. Please click the links, look at this stuff on animal communication. It's going to open your mind, it's going to give you confidence, it's going to give you new ideas and show you what is possible. Along those same lines, I would strongly recommend another documentary, The Remarkable Life of Evelyn. It's on Netflix currently. This is, where are we now? It's April 2025. This is about an individual that suffered from muscular dystrophy, a very severe form, but there is also an autistic individual and his mother featured in that documentary. And it's very touching. And again, will show you some tools that can be remarkable for improving quality of life. In this case, I'll tell you, it's actually related to gaming. And I have another video on gaming for health. And so if you tie these two things together, again, it's just opening the mind, showing you what's possible. And again, let's look at another thing here. The Telepathy Tapes, just released in 2024, 10 episodes audio. Again, I have the links down there to their site, and this is all about autistic children, the idea of spelling, and it will really open you up to what is going on in the mind of many autistic people and what is possible. And then you'll understand why I have the word gifted in this title here, bringing the gifted into the fold. Autistic people are quite remarkable, and many of us don't understand that. And so please, I really strongly encourage you to watch these things, because you will be inspired, you will get ideas, it will help you, it will help the autistic person in your life. Okay, I do have some other unconventional sources of information, which I won't go into here, but I'll talk about in the working groups. I'll probably link to in the forum. And I do have other videos here. And I have a lot of other resources because so I'm a nutritionist. I'm an energy healer. I focus really on detox. I'm a computer scientist, so I'm very holistic, very spiritual. There are a lot of different things we can do, and I want to show you ways to improve quality life as we are working on recovery. And again, like I said, recovery is possible. So I'm going to flip back to that and again just summarize. I already have these videos, like I said, a lot of detoxing agents, food. I cover all of those different kinds of things. And then water is incredible. Like, what's the best water? I will show you cheap, effective ways to make water a more powerful agent of recovery for you and your loved ones. And it's not that complicated, actually, and I already have information out there and guides, and we'll talk about it more in the working groups. And then there are like all kinds of different wellness devices, frequency devices, electric medicine, etc., and more are coming out all the time. I have videos on these too, and again, we'll talk about them to see if they're appropriate for you. Again, always, when you hear me say something, please realize I understand everyone's situation is unique. But again, a lot of things can be used across the board for most people, and we'll address the uniqueness as we come across things. We'll talk about things like energy healing, so many different kinds of energy healing that can be quite helpful. I'm not going to go into it all now, but again, I have guides, I have videos, and we'll go into these things in the working groups. So here was just to let you know that I'm going to be hosting the working group or the Q&A, and I'm going to continue to put out more information to support the autistic community, which includes the family members. It's not just the people that are diagnosed as being autistic. And so we all work together. I'm working with a lot of different groups. I'm trying to bring those groups together, and hopefully my working group will help to support some of that. And again, I mentioned before, it doesn't have to be expensive. A lot of people are going to say, what about money? You don't have to buy anything from me. Most of the things I talk about are cheap. My mindset, I am looking at the common man. I'm not looking at people that are rich. You'd be amazed at the power of things that don't cost much money. There's a lot of things that are very powerful and very cheap. So you'll hear as we go through things, and you'll see me talk about that in my other videos too. Right? So Don't worry about that. Just join the conversation and let's all get educated. So again, Autism Solutions, you can contact me, email me if you want. Check out my vitagenics.me website. Come join the working group. I'll be putting out all this information in newsletters too. So if I already got you subscribed, you'll get my information. I hope to see you soon, and remain optimistic. Solutions are out there. Thank you for watching.